Alright, we're here today. We're going to do a conversion on this spa. This is a LifeSmart, and these particular units don't actually have a heater in them. They heat by friction and scrubbing the waste heat from the pump running. We're going to put in a more standard pack with a heater and a 2-speed jet pump. Should make the unit much more enjoyable and efficient. Okay, so we're about ready to start pulling this equipment out. Got the unit drained, pushed out a little bit, we can work on it easier. And as you can see, there is no heater in this unit. It heats just by friction and from the waste heat off of that motor, which only runs at one constant speed, 3,450 RPMs. And that is a really inefficient way to heat water. I mean, it works, but there's better ways, and that's what we're going to do today. We've got the control out, and to show you, there's only 3 relays in this entire pack. There is actually no heater relays. They would go here, and here, and here. And this is where the heater would connect. Ground here, and then hot, neutral here. If it were designed to run a heater, but it's not. We're going to be putting in an identical pack, but it is one that is designed to operate a heater. And then here's one side effect of running these types of controls. I don't know how you'll be able to see this on video, but see how dark you got some scorching on the plug there. This is the plug for the pump, and it's a very small cord. It's a 16 gauge cord. The one we're going to be putting in is going to be 14 gauge. And they were complaining about the unit overheating, and probably what had happened was because the way these things operate, this relay right here is probably fused, meaning this pump never shuts off when it's supposed to, and that would cause a massive overheating problem. What would happen is it would just keep running until the unit got to 114 degrees, and then it would just shut down and say OH on the top side. So that's it for now. Let me get the water out of the plumbing system here and get this little tiny single speed pump out. Forgive me for the lighting in here. Here's all the old stuff that came out. So there's the top side panel, there's the control box, and there's that little tiny pump. Okay, we're about ready to start fabricating the plumbing to adapt this new stuff, and got a little bit of a problem here. There's no makeup between these fittings, so there's no way to cut this and then glue a new fitting onto that pipe, but there's a way around that. I have a special fitting called a fitting adapter, and what that's going to allow me to do is glue onto the outside of this fitting, and it'll give me a new place to glue on. It'll give me the makeup that I need, and we'll show you that in a little bit. So we have our pump all installed, bolted down, and there's the suction all hooked up, and here's the fitting extender I use. And you can see the clamp on there. I did that for a reason. That fitting extender was a little bit sloppy on the fit. So one thing about PVC, it is a thermal material, so I heated that up with a MAP gas torch until it was very soft. And then when I glued it on while it was still hot and pliable, I went ahead and clamped it down and necked it down to the proper size. It was only off by, half a millimeter or something, but that's enough to cause a leak. It may have worked, but I'd rather not have to worry about it. Okay, so everything's all hooked up. Was a little messy with my glue today, but that's okay. And everything's fabricated, installed, the controls all installed, wired, ready to go. So all we have to do now is push it back into place and put some water in it. Okay, so we're all back together now. We have no leaks. Everything's all nice and neat, tidied up. Good little job, man. Here's the top side.